I'm building a team with players who've been used the most by their clubs. Now, these aren't the best players at their respective teams, but certainly are the ones who've worked the hardest to stay fit, played the most games throughout the season, and have proven to be an invaluable asset to their team. Now, to choose our players, we've got the Wheel of Clubs. Whichever club we get, we're going to buy their most used player. And let's see, what are we going to start with? This is going to be a big club. It is Manchester City. Now, Man City have had a downright disastrous season, at least for Pep Guardiola's lofty standards. But they do have a lot of players I would love for my team, particularly Erling Haaland. Now, although he was their top scorer, he didn't actually play the most games for City. It's not even Kevin De Bruyne who actually didn't play all that many games, probably due to injuries. Bernardo Silva's a good shout. He was their third most used player. Gundogan as well was second. But the player that played the most games for Man City this season, Josko Guardiol. Initially, I was surprised to know that it was Guardiol, but then I kind of realized with all the injuries that City had at the back, Guardiol was always there to either play as a left back or a centre back, and I'd say he was one of City's better players this season. Well, the only bad thing is that Guardiol's best card in the game is this 86 rated inform, and we are in June with everybody having dots cards, so 86 isn't quite gonna cut it. But yeah, it is gonna be interesting to see what kind of squad we get, because we're not gonna see the usual best players. We're probably gonna see a lot of underrated players in this squad. And let's see which club are we gonna be getting a player from next. And Sporting, bro, surely this is Victor Gyökeres. The man has been breaking all sorts of goal records at Sporting. But would you believe it, it's not Gyökeres. He's third in the most games played. It's not even Francisco Trincao. Instead, it's Giovanni Kenda. Honestly, I've never heard of him, but that's probably due to my ball knowledge being horrendous. Now, the good news is he does have a dots card. 94 rated that too. That's exactly what we need for our team. But the bad news is that he was an SBC that I didn't complete.
This is the worst.
And bro, his base card is 67 rated. Are we actually gonna have to put this into our team? Well, yes, because he's the player who played the most games for Sporting. Well, I did say I wanted underrated players, but I did mean silvers and informs in June. Don't forget, though, that once we build this entire team, we're gonna play one game of FC 25, where for every goal I lose by, I'll open one expensive pack and discard everything we get. So yeah, money will be wasted unless we can build a good team. Hopefully our next players can be better than Kenda, so let's just see which club, and it's Manchester United. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but surely off the top of my mind, the player to have played the most games for Man United has got to be Bruno, man. I haven't seen a carry job like this in a long, long time. Without Bruno, I think Man United would have been relegated. But wait a minute, it's actually Alejandro Garnacho? Well, Garnacho has played 58 games. Okay, I get it now. He's kind of stat padded this because most of his games were off the bench. Because if you look at the minutes he's played, it's around 3,500. Whereas if you look at Bruno, man, he's almost touching 5,000. Nah, man, we got to go with Bruno. He's definitely Man United's most used player. And we've already packed his dots card, so finally we get a decent player to join our team. To follow it up, though, which club are we heading to next? AC Milan. This should be good. Now, I thought it was going to be Rafael Leao or Theo Hernandez, but nah, it's none of these guys. Not even Christian Pulisic. Not even their goalkeeper, Mike Magnan. Instead, it's Reinders who's had the most games played this season with 54. And to be fair, I can see why, because he was one of AC Milan's best players. And I mean, he was so good that Pep Guardiola has now signed him for Man City. And yo, what even is that dots card? 92 pace, 96 passing, and 95 dribbling? AC Milan have definitely given us a baller. So far, we've had a couple of wins and a couple of L's, I would say. Well, I can't say Guardiola was an L. He was kind of a mid one. But let's keep going. We're looking now for player number 5, and it's going to be from Real Madrid. Now, I do know that both Mbappe and Vinny had a few injuries here and there, so they're probably not going to be their most used player, which kind of sucks because I've got a packed full team of the season Mbappe and also a red Vinny at my club. But I kind of do know who's going to be their most used player, probably their most versatile player as well, Fede Valverde. 58 games from him, nearing 5,000 minutes as well. I think Valverde is one of the players that kind of defines this video. He's always available to play wherever on the pitch. Sometimes he's been deployed as like a right back, as a midfielder, right winger. And good thing is that I've got his red version, 95 rated. Let's put him into the team. One thing's for sure, boys. Our midfield is looking absolutely beautiful. By the way, it's interesting that so far we're struggling to fill out the defense, goalkeeper spots, attackers as well. And that makes sense because I feel like midfielders are the ones who are used the most. At this rate, we might end up with a full team of midfielders. We don't want that. We get Bayer Leverkusen next. And I'm actually not sure who's their most used player. It could be Florian Wirtz. But no, he's not even in the top 5. Frimpong has actually played the 3rd most games. Granit Xhaka the 2nd. But at the top spot is Jonathan Tah. Oh, and by the way, I think Jonathan Tah is almost secured his transfer to Bayern Munich. Well, I guess at least in his final season, Tah gave everything for Leverkusen. And wait, what? Tah had a crazy team of the season card. 97 rated. Almost 1 million coins. But yo, we're getting him into the team. How is Bayer Leverkusen giving us our best player so far? Let's go. But let's keep it going. Where are we heading next? Atletico Madrid. This should be good. I thought it was going to be Antoine Griezmann, but he's actually 2nd. Their most used player is a World Cup winner. Probably the most versatile attacker in football, Julian Alvarez. I'm not surprised at all that he's been played the most games because he can literally play on the left, on the right, at striker. He's also a player with so much energy that I'm not surprised he's gone ahead and played like every single game. And would you look at that? I've already got his 95 rated Tots highlight card. And with that, we finally got ourselves an attacker. So far, guys, if you look at our squad, you kind of get a sense of what this team is all about. Just so many hardworking players. Valverde, Alvarez, Bruno. And we gotta keep it going now with the player from Liverpool. And okay, I wasn't expecting this. Liverpool's most used player is not Van Dijk, it's not McAllister or even Gravenberch. It's Mohamed Salah. For an attacker to be here, that's absolutely crazy. Especially someone like Mo Salah, who's literally the superstar. He's actually gone on to play every single Premier League game this season. How mental is that? If Liverpool would have done better in the Champions League, Salah would have probably played like the most games throughout the season. But for now, we get to add his 97 rated Tots card. Oh my days. What a team this is turning out to be. Apart from the first 2 picks that we had, everything else has just been golden. But yeah, I don't know how we're going to get fullbacks and a goalkeeper next because it might be tricky. We've only got 3 picks left and whatever players we get, we've got to put them. Although, yeah, we are going to do 1 bonus pick for the bench. But yeah, it's starting to feel like we might have to put a few players out of position. Oh, we get Inter Milan next. Well, these guys are kind of a meme now, getting destroyed in that Champions League final. I would love if their most used player is Di Marco, but it's actually even better. It's Alessandro Bastoni. Bro, I feel like he's the centre-back with the most aura right now. So good. Although getting dunked by like 5 goals in a Champions League final, that is not good for your aura. But anyways, what we can do is put Guardiola at left back. And I've got this 97 back-pulled Bastoni. Let's put him into the team. Bro, nah, this squad is getting absolutely ridiculous at this point. If only we could just get rid of the Silva. Well, we will have a bonus bench pick, so if we can get something good there, we could get this Quenda guy out. Now, before we spin the wheel for our next player, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. Oh, and we get Arsenal. The mighty Arsenal that ended up going trophyless again. Now, this one's very interesting because apparently Leandro Trossard is their most used player, but that's because he stat padded so many games coming off the bench. I would say Arsenal's most used player is David Raya. 55 games, just 1 less than Trossard, but he's played almost 1,500 minutes more. Declan Rice actually came really close to him, but we gotta go with Raya, and we kind of did need a goalkeeper, so this works out perfectly. Oh, and for our final pick, it's PSG, the Champions League winners. I'm actually confused on who would have been PSG's most used player. Now, their best player was probably Ousmane Dembele, but I do remember him being injured for a few weeks. Fabian Ruiz is actually one of them in 3rd. And then, funnily enough, it's Desiree Doué. Again, I think he would have played a lot of games off the bench. But the PSG player that's played the most games is someone who you wouldn't have thought of, Bradley Barcola. I always thought he was coming off the bench most of the time. But surprisingly, he's got a large amount of minutes played as well. 57 appearances. I guess fair enough. I also think that kind of sums up this PSG team. Everybody played a big part. Now, the good thing is Barcola's got a 96 rated Champions League team card for winning the competition. But the bad thing is we're going to have to put him at right back. Although, wait, I could just swap him for Quenda and have Quenda play right back. That's probably not ideal with his 21 defending. But we do have 1 final bonus pick. We can use this to get Quenda out of the team. All kind of depends on our final club, and it had to be Barcelona. Although, wait, who's their right back? It's Jules Koundé. Now, with all the injuries he's had, there's no way he's their most used player. So whoever we get from Barca, it's not really going to help us. Maybe it's Lamine Yamal or Rafinha? Well, they're actually close, but nah, it's not them. Wait, Kubasi is the 3rd most used player for Barcelona? Bro, at the age of 18, how crazy is that? Their most used player, though, is none other than probably the world's best midfielder, Pedri. And to be fair, Barca did use him as much as they could last season. He was there every every single game pretty much. And he's even getting Ballon d'Or shouts. But I don't know how he's going to work in our team. We can, of course, get rid of Cuenda. Wait a minute. I could just put Fede Valverde at right back. That's what he does for Real Madrid. And then we can put in this 96 Pedri that I've backed in. Perfect. Bro, with that, we've built our most used team. Players with a lot of passion and everything. Okay, I think our team is pretty crazy and should be good enough to get the win. But not if this guy's a crack player. He's cooking me there. Oh my days, I just can't even get the ball. And wow, he's actually scored. But okay, I think we're making a comeback, boys. What? Bro, I need to get my finishing boots on, man. I can't be missing chances like that. Bradley Barcola. Why is he shooting the air? Oh my days, Guardiola, what have you done? We've conceded again. Come on, man. We need to get a goal back. Julian Alvarez, please. This is your chance. Bro, please. Oh, the rebound. As things stand, I'm still going to have to waste money on a discard pack unless Pedri can maybe do something. He's gone all by himself. Pedri puts it wide. Does he not know there's money on the line? No way, man. This guy's just ran through with Mitrovic and he's missed. Oh my days, he's missed. Bro, this has so far been one of the craziest games I've played, and we've managed to get the equalizer. Come on now, Mo. Get the job done. Let's go. We've got the lead. Mohamed Salah and Alvarez. I'm not wasting money today. I've got a feeling it might be time for a rage quit. Bradley Barcola, let's go. Well, if he still wants to play, we'll let him concede another one. And that is enough to get this guy to rage quit. Now, since we did win, we don't have to discard any pack. But I just want to open this $20 pack and see what we would have had to discard. Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind discarding this Bouchal. And we also get 94 raw again. Yeah, I wouldn't mind discarding these players. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch me use AI to build my team? Click here.